may be wanting to announce something, they may be wanting to open up or to declare something, but I feel like even though this person is confident in this, it still seems like there is the possibility, because of whatever they want to talk about or whatever their, the subject matter is here, whatever the actual content is they're wanting to discuss, like they know that there's a possibility for this to be something where it is a little bit uncontrollable, like this person can't control your reactions, but it also seems like maybe this person's getting out of like a people-pleasing stage, so they're not necessarily trying to control your reactions and not trying to manage that conflict beforehand. They want to let you have that reaction, they want to let you feel however you feel about whatever this is. So because this is like the pre-reading spread, I'm going to put it away, but I want to dive into what this potentially is. I feel like for you, this Mermaid and Resolute card that I was talking about in part 1, this could be something that you have already kind of talked about or you know about. And it could have to do with something that was discussed in April or something. We have 4, so you could have known this person from 4 years ago, or you guys could have been together 4 years ago. This could be an ex. We also have 17 here. 2017 could be significant. I'm gonna have some cards. So this person may be wanting to talk about, or they may not even be that they want to talk about this, but they're more open to, if this was something that like would come up in a conversation, or if this was something that they had to have a discussion about it, like this is something where they'd be able to, is how I'm seeing it. But you're both showing up as the King and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And so there's this energy of feeling insecure about something, and it doesn't mean that you guys are like insecure people, but I'm mostly seeing it as like understanding that in the past there was heavy insecurity about something here, and it's specifically something that caused it affected the way you guys showed up, but it mostly affected the way you guys handled what you could actually give to the situation. So it's not just that like, somebody's shy or they're not showing up as their full self. It's this energy of like all the factors of like fear surrounding the situation here, and how your guys' emotion, you guys, maybe your lack of control or your lack of confidence in expressing your guys' emotion was something that sort of, I'm seeing it as something that like constricted your guys' ability to interact, to like share in that together. And I want to say you both did this. I also feel like you had maybe an energy of like expectation here that caused a lot of stress, specifically about like feeling like something was just not possible or was not, I want to say like allowed or ever gonna be available to you. But it's almost giving this energy of like you just had to surrender to the idea of something not being a reality or being something that could happen in the future. And it's not that it couldn't, but there's so much here that contributed to like why it wasn't, like why that wasn't even technically like a possibility. We also have the 7 of Pentacles and then the 7 of Swords. So there's contemplation here about how you guys moved around this, how you guys still managed to keep a connection during this time. And the 7 of Swords, I feel like one of you has this energy of like sneaky growth. Like one of you is really quiet or concealed about how they move through this situation, how they have learned from it, how they handle their insecurities, how they handle their own emotion or emotional responses, the ones that you don't see. And it could be that you view this person as quiet, especially with the Moon in reverse, the 6 of Cups, and then the 10 of Wands. I'm sort of seeing it as like you may have thought in the past that this person was like suppressing or not wanting to share, or that you could have viewed them as being like insecure about the feelings that they had in the situation. But I'm more so seeing it as like this person understanding or kind of fully being self-aware of the fact that like they know themselves. And like I was stuttering my ass off in part 1, they may feel like them trying to articulate where they're at emotionally, or them trying to express this stuff. It's like not only did they get emotionally very worked up and that was hard for them to do and just like flow, But with the devil and the three of swords in reverse, it's also something that, like, they know that, I can't even talk. They know that in the past, this has caused conflict, them trying to bring this up. And there's miscommunication that can get in the way. And so this person almost would avoid doing that. And I think for you, you didn't fully see that this person was doing it for good reason. Like, this person didn't want their own, like, the things that they didn't want the place that they didn't want the places that they lack, or that they felt that they lacked, like, capability in, to kind of render their action or how they're trying to show up useless. So I also feel like with the devil and the three of swords in reverse, there is some stuff here that, like, it contributed to the reason why maybe you felt like you had to surrender to the idea that there was really never gonna be an opportunity or possibility for certain things. And whether that's true or not with this person or this relationship, it's like you see that as the truth. So the devil and the three of swords, there is this energy of, like, feeling like you had to just submit to, like, betrayal, or like you kind of had to, I'm almost seeing it as like you feel like you had to kill off, like, a certain part of you in order to continue in this situation. And yeah, that sounds like I'm talking about self-abandonment, but I also think that, like, the good of the situation, it still somehow outweighed, like, the effect of having to do that. And so it's like I'm talking about you and I can talk now. So you might be a lot better at being able to articulate yourself. This person, they may think that, like, they suck at doing that with you. And it's not that they are not an extremely intelligent person, and it's not that they don't have things to say to you, but they've managed to kind of just let that stuff kind of simmer, because they would rather not fuck it up than fuck it up by saying something that you potentially either wouldn't understand or that they wouldn't know how to explain correctly. We'll start the Page of Cups here. This seems like someone who is really good, like really good, and it's like a discernment thing. They're very good at understanding when something is not mature enough, like a subject or an emotion or like a thought process or an idea. It's like when they know it's not mature enough to bring forward, to talk about, it's like they're comfortable sort of letting something sit because they don't automatically go with their first instinct or their first thought. So this person could have an extremely strong intuition because they're showing up at the beginning as the King of Cups. But when they get, like, something they consider like a download or a thought, or they kind of come to an understanding of something, they don't immediately, like, put a ton of weight on it. They sit with that and they sit with the feeling of it, and then they allow it to simmer, and then, like, they wait. They kind of put it there, they give it a